Good morning and welcome to Muscle Maintenance with In Shape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins. I will be your trainer, and today is Wednesday, June 26th. It is a level 3 difficulty workout, which means we're going to be doing the same moves that we did yesterday, but slightly more challenge added to each of the exercises. The fundamentals are still the same, and the warm-up moves are still the same. So stand up, get those shoulders back, make sure your ears are in line with your shoulders. Your chest is open and lifting with your breath. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Very good. Now make sure that your tailbone is tucked in and your abs are contracted, and take a big step out with your right foot. Don't turn your toes out. Clasp your hands above your head and then rotate the body down to the right at the hip level, keeping your back straight. You're going to hinge at your hip and rotate down, making a giant circle. This is called the windmill. Warming up the back a little bit. Don't move quickly. It would get you dizzy. You don't want to get dizzy at the very beginning of what will be probably about 13 minutes worth of exercise. Not a lot of time, but a very effective use of your time, because there will be very little downtime. And we're going to hit all the major marks. Rotate now in the opposite direction, down to the left and up to the right. So combined with intelligent choices you make with your food today and activity thread throughout your day, like standing up from your desk often, walking the stairs instead of taking the elevator, taking a walk at lunch, all those smart things will help you stay functional and your weight in check, and you're going to feel much better in your life. Okay, now jog in place for 30 seconds. Just jog it out. Make it pretty active. I want you to kick those heels up, swing your arms forward and back, drive those elbows straight back. I'm in Central Park in Manhattan, New York City, every single day, and I can't tell you how many times I see people swinging the arms across the body, side to side. Very poor aerodynamics for the human body. You want to drive the elbows straight back. They help propel you forward, not that you are moving forward, because this is a jog in place. Okay, let's get started with the actual first set. We're starting off with ballet, just like yesterday. So bring yourself into first position of ballet. Doesn't matter if you're a guy. No one will see you because you're in your living room. Nobody cares, right? So bring your heels together. Your toes are out completely to the point where you're wobbling forward and back a little bit. And then bring your arms. You can either put your arms on your hips or bring your arms in front of your body like a ballerina. Now alternate lifting your heels very slowly. Lift up the right heel and then press down. Lift up the left heel and then press down. 30 seconds. Time starts now. And focus on keeping your back straight, squeezing those tummy muscles and squeezing your glutes. Now you're going to feel this in your inner thigh. It's so good for your butt cheeks. And if you can muster a Kegel, go for that too, because those pelvic floor muscles are so important to your overall stability. And of course, it has lots of other benefits as well. You've got 5 seconds left, by the way. Very good. Very nice. Okay, now you're going to do a walkout move just like yesterday. You did a walkout plank and or push-up depending on your ability level. Today I want you to squat all the way down, put your hands on the floor beside your feet, walk them out until your butt is flat. You're in a plank position, but what I want you to do now is do a jumping jack with your feet on the floor. Jump out to double shoulder width with your hands on the floor too. Then jump back in, then walk your hands all the way back and stand all the way up. Time starts now. You're not going to do a ton of these, and that doesn't matter. The changing in directions coupled with the sort of slight plyometric component with the jumping jack at the bottom gives your body aerobic conditioning and strength work. Everything is packaged together, which is one of the reasons why we do these workouts in the way that we do. I always select exercises for the routines each week that help kind of work together with each other. So some are more strength, some are more aerobic, but in the end you get a little bit of everything, and that is what matters the most. Okay, now you're going to do some bunny hops. So go ahead and bring your body up to erect position, standing up straight, get those shoulders back again, contract your abs again with landing lightly on the balls of your feet at the forefront of your mind. Go ahead and get started with your just 2 legs bunny hopping. We're going to do single leg bunny hops for 10 seconds on each foot. All right, but we're going to do 10 seconds together. So hop 10 seconds for now. Your bend in the knee is slight, but it's definitely a slight bend in the knee. You keep the back straight. Okay, now lift the left foot up. I'm going to count you down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Very good job. Okay, I know your heart rate is up. Go ahead and lie down on the floor. Extend your arms out beside your body and put your feet on the floor with your knees bent, hip width apart with your feet, pinky toes and heels in line. Very important for you to listen to these kinds of cues, because when you lift those hips up into the bridge, if your toes are turning out, your quads are going to do more work. Likewise, you need to press your toes into the floor and keep them there the whole time. Think about those connection points that you have with your floor, because it's really critical. Lower your hips, now press up. Time starts now for 30 seconds. You are moving in this hip bridge. Inhale on your way down, lift up as you press your hips up, squeeze your glutes, press the toes into the floor even more. Very nice. Coming up on 15 seconds. And we're going to finish up the first set with some leg lifts. Actually, it's a very, very graceful move that we're going to do that is similar to yesterday's straight leg lifts. You've got 5 more seconds in the bridge position, and then I'm going to have you turn to your side. Okay, good. Now, turn to your side, straighten your legs out. Your bottom leg can be slightly bent if you need some support, some stability, but you're kind of propping your body up onto, or your head on your forearm, and you're going to lift up that top leg. I want you to point your toe, but I still want your leg, make sure your hips are fully stacked, and I want you to make sure that you can feel this in your butt. If you're only feeling it in your leg, the top of your leg, you need to turn your hips farther forward, and you need to lift up more to the side. But your toes are pointed. Now make through the hip, don't bend your knees. Make giant circles for 15 seconds in this direction, and then we'll switch directions. So make them slow. Make them real controlled. It is sheer torture to activate those inner hip glute muscles, but it's needed. Now switch directions. One of the weakest parts of your body is your butt. And, there are a lot of big butts out there. I know it, I see it, but that's not muscular. It is really, really, really difficult to sort of understand those inner glute muscles, but they are so important because they really are the movers of your body, of your legs. Okay, switch over to the other side. Let's do the same thing on the other side. There are tiny little muscles inside that connect your legs to your pelvis. And when your overall function is low, so 30 seconds is going to start now. I want you to move in one direction for 15 seconds. Go ahead and get started. When your overall function, when your exercise, sort of quotient is really low in terms of your overall life, you're sitting all day, you're going basically from bed to shower to car or subway and then to the office, and that's pretty much all you do, and then you go out to eat and then you go home and go to bed again. Your switch directions, by the way, your butt becomes so incredibly weak because walking and general kind of like function in a regular life that's relatively sedentary doesn't use the butt muscle at all. All you do is sit on it. It's weak. Okay, stand on up for me. Let's finish. We have finished up the first set, so good job on that. We're going to do now the flow set. In 10 seconds, we're going back to ballet. Those individual heel lifts, so alternating heels, lifting up, bring your heels together, toes out, hands in front of your body, 30 seconds, time starts now. This is the flow set, which means we are not going to stop between this move, the walkout jumping jack, which is next, and then the bunny hops. No stopping whatsoever. Then it takes a couple seconds, I realize, for you to get back down on the floor, but we'll progress quickly through the last 3 exercises as well. 10 seconds more. You are doing fabulous. Keep breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, squeezing those tummy muscles, and walk out jumping jacks. Time starts now. Very good. And don't concern yourself if you're not doing that many of them. You're taking your time. It's absolutely fine. Your heart rate should be up. You have 15 seconds more. Maybe try to move a little bit faster in this last half. Going to come down to the last 10 seconds here now. Remember, you're walking out. You jump one jumping jack. Then you walk all the way back and stand all the way up. Finish the one that you're on. Now start hopping. 10 seconds. Time starts now. We're hopping now on 2 feet with a slight bend in the knee, a back that is straight, and abs that are totally contracted. Shoulders back, chest high, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Lift the left leg for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now you're on the floor. Last 2 moves, the hip bridge, and then those leg circles with the straight leg on your sides. So you're on the floor, feet on the floor, knees bent, your toes aren't turning out, your hips are in the air. 30 seconds, time starts now. Very nice. Just keep lowering your hips and pressing back up. Toes down. Grip the floor and squeeze your glutes. When your toes come up off the floor and your heel is absorbing all of your body weight, you put strain on your back and you transfer body weight to other parts of your body like your quads that you don't want to give more work to. You really want to activate the back of the leg. And now turn to your side. Flex, or rather bend the bottom knee just a little bit, then point the toe of the top leg, lift up, and 15 seconds in one direction, giant circle right through the hip, really focusing on the strength of the hip flexor, the strength of the tensor fasciae latae, which is a little muscle up at the top of your butt. It connects the very top of your pelvis to the top part of your leg. Very important muscle, tiny muscle, weird name, reverse directions, by the way. But it can be problematic for people. I've had a problem with the TFL before. TFL for short. It's easier to remember. Okay, turn over to the other side. Last move, last 30 seconds here. Get those feet in order, stack the hips, lift up the top leg, and giant circles. 30 seconds. Some people asked me to do a workout that did not have any crunches in it, but that still offered some core strength opportunity. So what you should know, reverse directions on those leg circles, by the way, is that the hip bridge, combining the sort of relevant connection that you get when you press into the floor with those toes and get the back of the leg and the butt, that's core work. The hips themselves that are doing the work, that's core work. If you really contract those tummy muscles when you're jumping, you've got some core work there. And of course, as you're doing the walkout position, the walkout jumping jack position, you've got that plank core work there too. So I hope you enjoyed this. I really appreciate your sticking through it. It's coming up on 14 minutes. I'm going to sign off here, but I will see you tomorrow for level 4. Same moves, just a little bit harder. Have a great day, and let me know if you need anything or you have any comments or tips or questions about these exercises. I can be reached at inshape-fitness.com, and have a great day.